Hey everybody, I hope you are doing well. I'm Afefe with Touch by Tarot and Beyond, and today we're going to do a reading for all signs on the new moon in Cancer. The new moon actually went direct yesterday, the 5th. I am taping this on Saturday, the 6th, but we're still in that energy. It hits really strong. It's strongest energy 3 days before, 3 days after. The impact from it, what we see develop from it, based on our intentions and the actions that we take, can be felt at least 6 weeks out or until the next new moon in Cancer, or is it a full moon, January 2025. Check me on that, astrologers. But I remember in my studies on this, there was a correlation between what happens now and the next moon in Cancer in January 2025. So you got a window where things can evolve, and you'll see how things develop in relation to that energy. Cancer, thinking about that, home and family, you all. So I went to Spirit. The cards in front of me for all signs, it is in relation to home and family. And even more, Spirit just kept saying to me, your soul tribe. Because a lot of times, what happens in our homes and our families, to some extent, it feels like we are in relation to what we're given. This is our family, this is our home, it is what it is. Our soul tribe is also very important, because that has a lot to do with the people who come to us, who Spirit puts in our path. Some people for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? We know about that. And we have to be prepared for that and go with that flow. But our soul tribe is really, really important. It's crucial. Certainly on this kind of platform where we grow together, we learn together, we empower one another, encourage one another, inspire one another. So Soul Tribe cannot play that down. That is definitely was a part of my energy as I put the cards down today as well. All right. So going to do earth signs, water signs, fire signs, and air signs. Remember to cross-check your sun, moon, and rising, right? You might get, multiple messages, but they'll come together and blend. All right. So what is this new moon in Cancer here to teach you, show you, reveal to you around your home, your family, and your soul tribe. All right. I'm going to bring you down on the table. If you're sensitive to movement, maybe look away for a second while I bring the camera down so you can get a better view. All right, that works. That looks pretty good. Move that out of the way. All right, so we're going to put these other piles up, and we're going to start out, because this is Cancer, water sign. We're going to start out with our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what we got. We have the first quarter moon in Libra, but this message is keep your heart open. Keep your heart open, all right? So right away, I feel like this reading is going into the area of, when we look at home, family, and I'm going to move this, look away if you're sensitive to touch. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to the table. There we go. Okay, perfect. When we're talking about home and family and soul tribe, this is about our heart chakra. It is about our ability to process our relationships with others. And doggone it, just look down, you got healing. So water signs, there may be something that you are going through right now, processing your feelings about family, about home, about how to keep your heart open, about how to heal. And maybe even for some of you, I'm feeling this might not be you per se. This could very well be the people around you, the people that you care about, and that you want healing with them. You want them to feel healed. Let's move on. Let's see what comes. People, remember how you make them feel. Be the observer and focus on those around you. There you have it again. There's definitely there's a concern for some of you around what's happening in your homes, around the relationships that you have, and you may be that healing factor. You may be the one who recognizes and who believes that this healing should occur, can occur, and the role that you will take in it and should take in it. I'm going to save that message. Through faith and hope, I am divinely guided on my path. This is a healing path for those of you, water signs. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The idea that you are aware of the need for healing, and that keeping your heart open enough, because some of what may happen in your family, in your home, your soul tribe, could be you are aware of how you make people feel, or you, before you act on something, you want to make sure that it's received in the right way, that people understand you're coming from your heart space. So it's through your faith. Your faith and your hope are giving you that guidance. Spirit wants to remind you of that. You have the Quetzal as an animal totem. I'm not sure what that means, so I'm going to park it over to the side and look that up for you and share that with you. I did pull animal energy for all signs, so we're going to check that out and see what it says. You have Virgo energy, and it says to digest. There is something that, again, in the healing, in the desire to heal, there is, first you have to be able to absorb it. And there is, on a very practical level, this could be what you are digesting to heal yourself and thereby heal those around you. It could be making more conscious decisions around what you are ingesting and therefore having to digest in terms of the health, healing, the health of your relationships, as well as the health of the physical body, but more the dynamic, because this is, new moon in Cancer. The primary concern is almost always around home, security, family, the mother, the mothering instinct, and that soul tribe. So this is, what is everybody taking in? What are they believing around one another? What are the stories that's being told to one another? And then how do you digest that? You have Angel's Trumpet, and it says death. I think this is as an herb. I pulled herbal medicine for all the signs as well. And this could be that there is something that has shifted within your home. For some families, it could be an actual death, or still coping with death, coping with how things have changed in the family dynamic. But it means basically that that's part of what you're digesting. You're digesting the changes that have taken place. And this Angel's Trumpet could help you understand that. Doesn't mean you have to go take it or use it, but you might want to look that up metaphysically, and look that up and see what that represents, what that symbolizes. You have the Nine of Wands. Now we're getting into the tarot. You have the Nine of Wands. So it may feel a little weighty. You could be that person, or historically you've been that person within your family, within your home, who is carrying a lot of the weight, who understands, you understand just how much you want things to go a certain way, to feel a certain way within your dynamic and the people you interact with, those you love and care about the most. But it also has put you in the situation of feeling like sometimes you may be carrying a little more than your share. All right. You got the Sun though. Beautiful confirming energy, you all, because that Sun is saying, and I'm going to put that over here. It's saying this is about life force energy, and that you will be replenished. That is one reason why incorporating the death, also symbolically, the death of what no longer serves you, the death of certain relationships that you may still be healing from or healing about, learning to keep your heart open, even though certain people, certain circumstances may have left. But there's this regenerative energy here. As much as it wears you out, there's life that still comes to you and is being brought to you through it. You have Justice, and it is represented by cannabis. Now, I know people have different feelings about that. I'm not advocating for anything. This is a deck of herbal references. With the Justice card, there is a balancing act. There's a sense of what, again, very much tied to relationships, the Justice card is. So in the context of your home and your family, your soul tribe, there is, how do you chill out, basically? How do you treat it with medicine, with an intention of being a force for healing, a force for medicine, a force for healing the pain? I do know within certain studies that people who promote the use of cannabis because it treats pain. it treats pain. It's been used very often in cancer studies and things like that, cancer treatment. So this could be not so much about getting high in the escapism quality of it. In a spiritual reading, I think with coming with the Justice card, it's saying there's an aspect of healing in terms of balancing, staying balanced, being able to weigh out both sides of a situation, being able to understand how the energy that you bring to the situation and the dynamic, as well as the energy around you. And again, there's that regenerative factor. You have an elder here, the Four of Wands. They call it the Four of Fire. Look at all that medicine in the background, right? It's always about, for you all, there's a consistency here. There's an ongoing dynamic here of bringing people together. You do feel the urge to want your connections, your relationships, and your family, your home, to be reflective of healing, to be reflective of what matters to you, to have the ability to generate that energy. You want to be the person who's able to step up to it and say, I know how we can fix this. I know how we can do better collectively. But it also puts you in a situation of having to generate the energy to do that. All right. I have a tiger's eye will help you. I pulled a gemstone for all the piles as well. A tiger's eye, and notice that in the chakra system, it's relating to is that the sacral or that's the sacral. So this is where you are creating. This is an energy that you are creating. And it is protective. It is, we know tiger's eye is a very powerful protective stone. It's a stone that offers foresight of what can be coming toward you. So certainly within all of these signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, when it comes to the family, the home, or the soul tribe, you're very protective. You want to protect yourself, but you also want to protect those that you care about the most. So tiger's eye could be to wear it. If you don't have it around you, you may want to incorporate that and channel that energy of protection, healing, and keeping your heart open. It takes courage to do that, and that's also part of what the tiger's eye will bring you. You have a message here. Enjoy the process. Celebrate every small step forward. You're doing an amazing job. The journey is the gift. Let me hold that up for a moment or two so you can screenshot that if you want. All right, you're doing an amazing job. That is keeping in mind that Nine of Wands that you all got, because it can be tiring for some of you. The energy and the effort that you put out to keep everybody on one accord, to make yourself available for that healing energy, it takes a lot out of you. It can be tiring, but part of what Spirit is saying here too, you all, is incorporate more playtime into the dynamic of your relationships. To do that lifts that energy. There's a little bit of heaviness here, but it's heaviness for all the right reasons. It's because your intentions have been to heal the people around you. You want things to be solid. You want to be a part of that healing factor, but it also takes a toll on you, where you've got to make sure that you regenerate your energy. And so playtime will help you regenerate your energy. I want to look up this animal, this bird that came for you, the Quetzal. It's and also if this number has any relevance for you, it comes up number 74. Let me check it out for you. I'll see what it says, what the message for that is. Number 74. All right. It says, count your blessings. It's a symbol of freedom, abundance, and the sacred. The Quetzal serves as a spiritual guide. It deepens our bond with the ethereal world. It heightens our openness to divine insights and continually echoes our intrinsic sacred nature, fostering a profound unity with the cosmos. I'm going to hold that up. I've used this book so much it's starting to come apart, but I want to hold that up in case anybody wants to screenshot it. So this is this divine connection that you have. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this animal has come to remind you of this role that you have within your family, your home, and your soul tribe. It is one where you help everyone Remember who they are. You help. You are a force for healing within it. And it doesn't mean that you've got to be the leader of the group, but your energy is very, very important to how, you are water signs. You are what keeps things flowing. You are so important to it. And that divine connection with the eternal, with the ethereal world is what you really need most during this time. It could be what you see really coming to light during this time for you all as well. And keep remembering that you have incredible gifts. You are doing an amazing job, and you need to own that in your own spirit, even as you impact your family, your tribe, those that you really care about. But remember who you are and keep your heart open. All right? All right, you all. That was really, really powerful. The impact that you have on people's spirit is also saying the people you love, it's greater than you realize. All right? Keep that for whatever that's worth. It really is. There's, even though it may feel like sometimes you're not seeing the results you want, or you want more of it, or you want more confirmation of it, this, if they say if you're looking for a sign, this was it. This was your sign, water signs, that what you are doing is in fact having a very powerful effect on those you care about. All right? Okay, moving on. Fire signs. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Let's see what comes. All right, that's your gemstone. We'll look at that in a moment. There's your tarot. We'll look at that as well. Actually, let's start with that. You have the Five of Swords. So some conversations that need to be had. Some maybe needing to clear the air, fire signs. With Temperance. Another fire ruled by Sagittarius, Jupiter. There's some sort of healing. So healing is definitely emerging. That was also in the water signs. There's definitely healing, but it takes time. And it takes time to understand how to express yourself in the home, your family, your soul tribe. Everybody has an opinion, and there's a way here, there's alchemy in this, where you can take all of these different opinions within your home, your family, your soul tribe, and you can synthesize them into something that everybody can buy into. There is a very positive aspect to temperance. There's a very healing aspect to temperance. But there is also, with temperance, there's a need for timing and patience. All right? So you may have to give yourself that space and that room to hear everybody out and then decide how you want to respond. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. Horsetail is the herb that comes with it. This is an herbal deck, an herbal tarot deck. So I'm not familiar with horsetail. Some of you may be, but I was led to use this deck in today's reading. But Ten of Pentacles, that is the family unit. That is the everybody having what they need. There is a sustainability factor here that and maybe that's part of what the conversations that you've been having or thinking about in your home and family and your soul tribe. How does everybody get what they need that can last them in the long run? You have the Three of Earth with Raspberry. So there's that working together, because that's what Three of Pentacles does. It works together collectively as a unit to get clear about what everybody needs. There's a collaborative effect to this, and it's as if, if we all work together, if we partner together, if we understand one another better, then we can all get more of what we need. We can all have more. We can sustain ourselves. We can collectively build more together, and have more stability as a family, as a unit in our homes. We have a new moon in Gemini here, and it says, think it through is the message. Think it through. That's really powerful coming with that Five of Swords. Because there is for some of you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you could be going through a family dynamic right now where there are some differing opinions about what leads to greater success, stability, what to do with property, investments, etc. And it's about thinking it through. That also relates to temperance, where we were talking about patience and moderation. Some things may need to change a little bit, and that's why you have to think it through. There are miracles that have come here. That's beautiful. It says two things strike me with that. One is that you may have a situation, a dynamic happening in your family unit, in your home, where you're praying for miracles. There could be some serious challenges going on that you almost feel like, hey, it's going to take a miracle to get us through this. But this is also Spirit saying miracles are available, but they come through the shift in patience, timing, think it through, and they come through the shift in your consciousness about believing that you can work together and that everything, ultimately you will have everything that you need with that 10 of earth. We have yin and yang. Balance work with scheduled rest and relaxation. That's an important message for you all, especially with fire signs in general, Leo, Sag, and Aries, because you can be, your energy is dynamic. It is about get it done, rise up, express your opinion. If we have an issue, there's a challenge, there's something that needs to get handled. Hey, let's get it going. That is the nature of that fiery energy. But there's something slowing it down right now with that need to think it through, and until everybody gets on the same page, until you feel like you're on the same page. And yin and yang, masculine and feminine, masculine and feminine, there's that that need to balance, hear one another out, If you feel yourself getting a little short-tempered or maybe even feeling like you're not being heard, it's about balancing the needs of what needs to happen for everybody to feel secure with your own personal needs. Do not feel like you have to put yourself last, or that you have to play small in order to get your point across. There's just a way to do it. There's a way to be conscious of, think it through before you speak. You have a message here that says, be vulnerable. Vulnerability is strength. And lay your cards on the table. Reveal the true you. Keep your mind and heart open. There's no need to protect yourself. I'm going to hold that up in case you want to screen grab that. That's really interesting in the context of these other cards, you all. Because what Spirit is saying here is, you may, and we were getting a hint of this before, you may feel like you've got some really good ideas about what needs to happen in your home, your family, your soul tribe, those you really care about. You've got some really valid ideas. Maybe not everybody's been open to that or gets where you're coming from. And so you may have felt the need to do, then I'm just going to shush, or whatever. You may have felt yourself getting a little frustrated about it. Like maybe it's going to take a miracle, for people to really hear what it is that I'm trying to say and getting my message across. But there's also a vulnerability factor there, that it's okay. Spirit is saying, let yourself go with the flow a little bit more. If you're not being heard today, take some time, think it through, because the end goal is for everybody to work together and everybody to have what they need. You have, my body knows how to self-heal. My body knows how to self-heal. There's a calling back to yourself, that for some of you, if what primarily motivates you in relation to your home and your family is to make sure that they are okay, to remember that you within yourself, your body can handle the stress, the tension, but you also, this ties in well with that balancing work with that relaxation, because you don't want to get stressed out to the point where it impacts your health. And Temperance is a health card. So there is a caution there for you all. If you feel yourselves getting worked up to the point that your health is at risk, or you're, mentally you're just getting burned out, there's that your body knows how to self-heal. It's saying, get in touch with your body. Spend more time breathing. Spend more time with yourself. Spend more time in the shower, just cleansing and letting it go. Understanding that at a certain point, you can only do, you play a role in the home, in the family, in the dynamic, in your soul tribe, but you can't control what other people do. Everybody's got free will, right? And so you have to spend that time self-healing. Your animal medicine that showed up is the alligator. I will pull the book and give you the message on that in a moment, along with your gemstone, which was malachite. And I can go ahead and share that. That is coming in your third eye. So this is about what you need to see. And also malachite is a very, very protective stone. And notice that you got that message around vulnerability. So think about malachite, study it if you don't, or look it up if you're not familiar with it. But there's some aspect of this as an energy that can help you be vulnerable and yet still feel protected at the same time. Feel like you don't have to give up who you are. It is about healing. You have ascendant entrance. Pay attention to your rising sign right now. All right? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Pay attention to your rising sign. And maybe for some of you, you are looking at this section of the fire signs because that is your rising. But your ascendant is very important right now because it says entrance. Our rising sign has a lot to do with how we show up in the world, how we move in the world, how others perceive us in the world. So when we're looking at family and our soul tribe and that dynamic, our relationships with those that matter the most to us, they're saying pull on your rising sign right now, okay? Look to that and allow yourself to embody more of those traits that are reflected in your rising sign. And if you don't know that, you can always, there's astro.com. There's all sorts of websites that you can get a free natal chart online. You got chamomile as an herb that will help you right now. Inner peace. That really ties into this self-healing as well. There is, we know, and chamomile tea and all of that. There's definitely, this whole section right here, there's definitely for you all, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, there's a part of you that needs, it's one thing to be very dynamic and active in the space of your family and the family dynamic, your soul tribe, those you really care about, your loved ones. But there is also an equal, if not more important need for self-care. That's the message that Spirit is really bringing through for you at this time, is this self-healing, self-care, what your rising sign says. That chamomile, that inner peace, keeping yourself calm, being able to be vulnerable, and at the same time knowing that you've got this ability with malachite to be protected and feel that you're protected. And notice both of these, to protect yourself, different decks, there's a message, a very special message and strong around you being able to be the protector and at the same time protect yourself. All right? I want to find out what this alligator medicine is coming for you. Spirit, let's see. What is the alligator? And it says, connect with your traditions. With its ancient lineage, the alligator serves as a bridge to primal instincts and timeless wisdom. By aligning with its medicine, we ground ourselves in the present and draw upon ancestral knowledge, safeguarding what holds significance in our hearts. I'm going to hold that up for you. I have worked with this book so much the pages are coming loose, but hold that up for you in case you want to screenshot it. So there is that ancestral connection for you all, and it is about traditions. And I'm wondering if for some of you, the reason why alligator came to speak for you is in your family dynamic, you may feel very strongly about upholding certain family traditions, about it could be property that's involved. I'm feeling for some of you, if somebody wants to sell a piece of property and you're saying, no, this has been in our family forever. Or there's some sort of, this is the way we've always done it. There's something where you are holding on to and protecting the family legacy. You are a person that matters very much to, but there's also, Spirit is saying, recognize that you have that alligator spirit speaking for you, to you, and read up on that, embrace that energy, embrace the loved ones and the family members who may have crossed over and they are still giving you and there for you with this intelligence, with this emotional intelligence, with this ability to be protective and preserve the family traditions, because that's what keeps you and those you care about straight. It's what keeps you able to work with one another, to build on what you have, to feel safe, to feel guided and protected. But at the same time, you've got to carve out this balancing yin and yang. You've got to carve out the parts of you that what you can control and what you can't, and making sure that you take good care of yourself in this whole process. All right? All right. Fire signs, we're going to move on. I hope that was helpful to you. You know, it really is. And it is what we do very often in our relationships, in our family, in our home. We are there for others, but we also equally have to be there for ourselves. Us first. We can't help others if we're burned out or tired or, or feeling in our feelings, right? All right. Took a sip of juice. Let's move on now to the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's see what comes for you. This new moon in Cancer, you got amethyst. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go to your tarot first, and then we'll pull the rest. You have the devil, and it says blackberry there. This is an herbal deck. But the devil comes out. Let's see what that's all about, because that could come a number of ways. With the ace of fire, mullein. Mullein is magical. That is a very... in pagan tradition, that's a really witchy poo kind of herb. You might want to look that up and see why that's coming for you. But ace of fire. So there's a regrowth. There's a coming out of a period of feeling like a habit or a relationship. Because again, this is all about Cancer energy, new moon in Cancer. So this is about the home, the family, the soul tribe. It may be some concerns that you have around your own habits or those of someone in your family or your soul tribe. Let's see what else comes here. The Six of Pentacles, give and take, and the Spirit of Cups. And that comes as a King of Cups as well. There's some leadership, some guidance here, and it does feel masculine, but it feels like you're being urged to move away from a behavior or behaviors within the family dynamic that are not serving you, and understanding that it's on you to be able to go out and build and heal yourself, and then offer that to others, because the Six of Pentacles is that energy of exchange. It is an energy of give and take. And there's someone within the family dynamic, within the home, that is healing. And I also think, I'm going to go ahead and show this now, that's why you got amethyst with that crown chakra. See where there's something here that is coming from a higher realm for you all. And it has to do with what feels like a long-standing, in your family dynamic, in your home dynamic, and even the work that you do, there could be or have been some substance issues or behaviors that are addictive. And addiction isn't always about a substance. Addiction could be a habitual behavior, self-sabotage, fears, anxiety. Things that become so normalized in our family traditions, in our homes, that we forget that it is not normal. It is not meant to just be a constant part of our lives. So there's something there with that Ace of Fire. There's an opportunity to recreate the dynamic. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there's something within your home family dynamic, that your soul tribe, where you are being given an opportunity to go through your crown chakra, your highest self, to connect with your highest self, your guides, to lift out of this, what could be a very, it almost feels, they keep giving me the word languishing, like something has had a pattern for so long within the family that either there's been a tendency to kind of give up on it, or just say it is what it is, or feel overpowered by it. I want to now see what your other cards have said. Step up and lead. And it comes with a Capricornian energy. Step up and lead. I'm going to put that next to that Ace of Fire. There's, and I will say, the devil in tarot is ruled by Capricorn. So there's a connection here. This is not settling or not allowing yourself to feel like whatever this dynamic is within your family. Because again, Cancerian energy, it is the family, the home, the soul tribe, those that you love the most. There's a way for you to step up and lead, but the lead comes through spiritual means. It really does. It comes through, and I'm feeling for some of you, it comes through spiritual intervention. You have dreaming. I think your spirit guides are going to talk to you about what your family and home needs most at this time, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, to lift that vibration. To lift that vibration and to give you the knowledge that you need to be to feel confident in your ability to lead out of this situation. You have drastic changes here, and you may be going through a dark night of the soul. Drastic changes, a dark night of the soul. No accident then that this devil came with these energies that are encouraging you to rise higher. There's a dynamic here of what's happening mentally in your mental field, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And there's a call for you to literally shift. You know how they say what you focus on grows? They want you to shift. And I think that's also step up and lead. You are leading your own mind, your own crown chakra. You are taking charge of it rather than just allowing yourself or telling yourself, I have to deal with what's being handed to me and figure it out. It's saying, I am going to determine and choose what I want the outcome of this situation to be. And there may be some drastic changes that requires, because that dark night of the soul leads you to the light. I am safe in my arms. I care for myself like no one else. All right, we're getting to the root of it. If you have felt harmed or betrayed by energy in your family dynamic, your soul tribe, the relationships that you care about the most, if you have felt like when they have turned toxic, or if you have witnessed the toxicity in some of these dynamics of family and home and soul tribe, there is a reminder here that you care for yourself. This step up, I'm going to put this over here with this step up and lead, because that is definitely a message from your guides. It is take charge of yourself. First and foremost, to take charge of yourself and take charge of the thoughts that you are having around yourself. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, take charge of the speech that what you are saying about yourself. It says your heart space is abundant and flowing. Remind yourself of that. Your heart space is abundant and flowing. But it feels that your recognition of that becomes more so as you operate through your crown chakra. In other words, if you can take some of the things that are happening in the day-to-day mundane world, your family, your home, your job, all of those things, and you begin to say, okay, I see what's happening around me. I hear what people are saying. I've witnessed these behaviors, but I am going to step up and lead. I am going to choose my response to that. You know that saying, it's not always what's happening to us, but it is how we respond to what happens that makes the most difference. There is it. This is it. That's what Spirit is saying. Your heart space. And this filters down as you think your way through, because air is your natural element, especially if Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius is your sun sign. That's your natural element. Air, thinking, moving, shifting, things changing, drastic changes, you being accustomed to that. But you've got this Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire. there's a dynamic here for you to create something new out of this situation. And it is because you got to get your heart feeling. Remembering too, a lot of people don't realize this. In the chakra system, you all, the heart chakra is air. We think of it automatically. We want to associate it with water, because of emotional components and whatever. But the heart chakra's element is air. So this is your air element is coming in to assist you big time in this reading, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your element of air is here to assist you. So it is about what you say. It is about what you intend, what your intentions are. It is about what you write. It is about how you communicate and your ability to step up and lead yourself first and foremost. You have a panda. And I'll pull the book and read that for you as well. But that's an animal totem that comes for you, or animal, spirit animal that comes for you during this time. A panda. And that's right, 2 came out for you in this deck, and I couldn't separate them, so I pulled them both. You also have the rhinoceros. So we're going to pull, we'll close out and pull both of those for you. And you have a mystery in the 8th house. Think Scorpio. Think death and rebirth. And for you, there is a mystery that is being revealed to you during this time around how you take something that is no longer serving you and use it to recreate a different experience that you want to have at this time. That's the dreaming part. That's the mystery. There's this connection that you will have with spirit during this time to help you understand what it is that you want to rebirth. What it is why, putting things in context. This had to end because if it hadn't, I wouldn't be ready to understand this mystery. You are understanding and being exposed more to the mysteries of life. That's one reason why your crown chakra is being activated and your heart chakra. There is a mysterious aspect that spirit wants you to look at what is happening in your home, your family, not just in the mundane sense of it, but also very much so in the spiritual sense of it. What is the larger reason, the larger purpose, the larger cause that can be served? And you've got cordyceps as an herb that came for you, and it says revival. Notice that. Look at the whole imagery of that and how well that ties into all of these cards in your message. You are undergoing a spirit of revival, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And it's you rising up from something that may have been very toxic, addictive, habitual, patterns in your relationships, in your home dynamic, in your family dynamic that may seem to keep reoccurring, but it's being revealed to you through these dreams in this 8th house. It's being revealed to you why it needed to happen that way, and you reminding yourself you are in charge of you. Step up and lead because you can care for yourself like nobody else. I want to see what these 2 spirit animals who came for you in this reading mean. 69 and 78. Those numbers might mean something, have something special for you as well. But let's look at that now. That panda and the rhinoceros. 69 and 78. What is the message? 69 and 78. We have, hold on. Here we go. So the panda says, cherish the present. That's the message. Cherish the present. The panda, a tranquil guardian from the east, exemplifies inner stillness, balance, and gentleness, representing both light and shadow. Embracing its energy, we can find solace in the present moment and learn the importance of maintaining equilibrium in life. Cherish the present, because this habit or this situation or this toxic situation from the past, these addictive behaviors, perhaps again in your family dynamic, you're coming out of it. There is a revival. There is a mystery of your own life that's being revealed to you that you are dreaming into existence, and that through your crown chakra becomes more and more real to you through your heart space. When you get into that vibe and that feeling, that's what allows you to cherish the present, to revel in the present. Your heart space is abundant and flowing. That's what that panda medicine is bringing you. It allows you to say, hey, I can't do anything about what happened yesterday, but I certainly can embrace the now. I want to see what the rhinoceros says for you. 78. Here we go. This poor little booklet has come apart. I've used it so much. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now you had being in the present with the panda, being aware of the present. And here comes the rhinoceros saying, ground yourself in the present. And the message, ground yourself in the present. Taking inspiration from the noble rhinoceros, we learn the virtues of strength, resilience, and tenacity. With its massive body and horn, it offers unwavering solidity and courage to pursue your destiny, banishing doubt and fear. Whoa. All right, I want to hold that up in case you want to screenshot that. Banishing doubt and fear and being solid, really solid. That's what's happening for you all. That's this dark night of the soul and these drastic changes, because it may, for some of you, it may require some shifts in your dynamics, in those that you want to have a revival with, and those that may just be, I'm someone different right now. I am going through an 8th house experience. I am going through an experience of understanding what can no longer be, because all of it is leading you into this Ace of Fire, what you now want to create, where you want to go from here, how you want to build your skills, your home, your dynamics with others that you really love and care about, and deciding who really deserves to occupy that space, that give and take aspect of the 6 of Pentacles. Who am I exchanging my energy with, and making sure that energy exchange is going to serve you in the long run. All right? And being in the present, taking everything that's happened in the past and allowing yourself to just start now. Start from today. Start from here, and not dwell on that, because you can't change it. But it's saying start here. Start fresh. That's why you got that Ace of Fire, and start to create the next dynamic. Step up and lead, and being, the captain of your own ship. Taking care of yourself, understanding that you can still offer and accept the relationship dynamics without compromising who you are and compromising what you need. All right? All right, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. That was so powerful. I would love to hear your comments and see how that impacts you over the coming weeks in this new moon in Cancer energy. And finally, we're going to close out with the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. We have trust in universe right out the gate. Trust in universe. There's a message for you. There's something bigger that you may not understand at this time. Go with the flow. Ooh, doubling down on it. All right. So again, I'm getting right out of the deck. Your pile is, there's a message here around something that you may feel like you want more control over. And for earth signs, that Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, that can be a thing, because there is a tendency to want to roll up your sleeves and get things done and know how things are handled, that earthly quality. But there is a universal thing that's happening from the universe. Trust the things that are happening. There's a bigger picture with that Aquarius energy presenting itself. Spirit is saying go with the flow, because there's a bigger picture than you realize right now that's happening. Different deck. Y'all know how I do. Totally different deck. Get ready for this. Go with the flow. I mean, right? Cannot make it up. And again, if you're new to my channel, I should have said this in the intro. I do not see any of these cards. My word is bond. I pull them, I pray over the decks, I cleanse the decks, but I don't see it. I don't want to interpret it. I don't want to get my head into your readings until I am actually ready to start interpreting for you. So I have no way of knowing what's coming. But then when we see this, we can't blink, right? We know it is what it is. Go with the flow. Relax. It'll all work out in the end. Wow. Yeah. So there's something that you're dealing with at this time in relation to home, family, your soul tribe, that may you may want to feel like you could have more of an impact, want to have more of a decision making capacity around it, but you got to go with the flow. There's lessons here. Karma teaches what you need to grow. There are no mistakes. You will never lose. You will always learn. There's a bigger picture here. There it is. I mean, it's consistent. You're getting this message across the board. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're getting a consistent message here across the board. There's something in your family home dynamic, soul tribe dynamic right now that just feels, if you had your way, and you'd be like, okay, here's the plan, here's what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. But there's something bigger at play here. In my dreams, I find my answers. In your dreams, you find your answers. So there's a dynamic. There's something that is being revealed or will be revealed over time. There are messages that you will receive. Notice that lovely. Is that a stork? But it's coming toward you, and it comes through your dreams. So you will find answers. And even if those answers are more about how you personally can evolve in this situation, in your home, your family, your soul tribe, you have the koala bear that's shown up, and I will pull the book and read the meaning for that. But koala bear is a spirit animal that has shown up for you during this time. You have Juno, the moon, about partnership. The partnerships that you have, you're being taught how to go with the flow in those partnerships. And also, I feel like for some, this is about you partnering with spirit. This is about you understanding the true nature of working with spirit guides. Spirit guides don't just come to, and this is an interesting dynamic. Spirit guides don't just come to tell us, hey, here's the deal. Here's what you need to look out for. Here's a sign that I'm giving you. It is a partnership. It is an energy that we build with the universe in order to open ourselves more, in order to realize more often and more quickly, process when we're being taught a larger lesson, a larger life lesson, when we're being taught to trust the universe. You have ginseng here, magician, co-creating, learning how to co-create with the universe. That is a part of what your dreams are showing you. Because again, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your natural instinct is to do, to build, to okay, here's the goal, here's how I'm going to go about it. Here's the need, here's what I'm going to do to fulfill that need. It is all of that, but there's a spiritual quality to it. But this magician, spirit is saying there's some aspects of this that you don't know just yet in order to take that best course of action. There's some lessons that you're still learning. And so for right now, you got to go with the flow. Trust us because we are in partnership with you. And the magic will come as you develop that partnership. We'll show you the things to do. You have the Four of Swords, needing that clarity, needing some time to rest and before you act, to think before you act, to dream before you act. We have the Warrior of Swords. There is that aspect of processing, being in charge of your thoughts, being in charge of what you can and cannot do, or owning what you can or cannot do. And if you do it successfully, you get exactly what you need. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here. Everyone gets what they need in the home, the family, the soul tribe dynamic. It will come together. Everybody gets what they need. Everybody's solid, but you have to get clear on what that is. You have the Three of Cups, lemon balm, celebration, socializing, talking to one another, and again, another water aspect of going with the flow. Going with the flow within your family dynamic. And you have the Queen of Cups, oats. Taking care of you, some baths, some purification might be in order. There's, and also, Cancer rules the Divine Mother. You know, Cancer is the Divine Mother. It is a very nurturing energy. That is why it's so tied to the family, the home, what makes us feel stable and secure. And so you've got her that's shown up here with all of her herbs and water and those things that purify us, that take care of us. There is that aspect, but you want it because you got the Ten of Pentacles. This is earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is what you produce. You want to see results. It needs to be tangible. You need to see how everybody's going to get along, how they're going to, how they're going to relate, how this is all going to turn out, how your home is safe and stable and secure, your relationships the same way. But right now you're being challenged because some of it seems outside of your control, and they're bringing you back to the basics. Spirit is saying, remember, you got to work with us, trust us, because we know how to help take care of you. You have Mercury that's shown up in your crown chakra. This is very much about, Spirit is saying, pay attention to your thoughts and your communication with the divine right now. This is trust the universe in motion, This is allowing yourself to understand there's a greater message here. There are some lessons that you are learning, and they will come true. Come through, the meanings will come through in your dreams. You find those answers in your dreams. You will be shown signs in your dreams. But for right now, in the waking world, it's about going with the flow. It's about saying, hey, I'm only one person. I can control what I can control, and what I can't, it's okay. May everyone get what they need, and Spirit wants you to rely on them a little more. Who are your spirit guides? Who are your ancestors? Who are you praying to or praying with when you say your prayers, when you do your journaling, when you are meditating? Getting really clear on that, between that Warrior of Swords and the Four of Swords. Really, your communication right now with Spirit is paramount. It really is. It's about what you think, what you say, because you also got that Magician energy, remember, with that ginseng. And with Magician energy, you can call in what your thoughts become things, right? Thoughts become things. Intentions, new moon in Cancer, your intentions actually manifest. But you want to be careful about what you're manifesting and rely on that higher wisdom, that crown chakra, Mercury. Mercury runs with the Magician energy because it is about what's being communicated. And so Spirit, Earth Sign, Spirit is saying, partner with us. If you do that, that Ten of Pentacles comes, that Mother of Cups comes, where you will get, and remember, earth and water go very well together, because water waters earth, and therefore earth can grow and become more. Ten of Pentacles is having everything that you need. It is, the ultimate boom, everybody's straight, everybody's good, my home is safe, my people are loved and protected, and you play the role that you play within that, but you don't have to feel in control of it. And Spirit is saying gently, we don't want you to feel like you're in control of it, because then that takes you out of your crown chakra and into your ego. And what you're learning right now, the lessons, are how to operate within your spiritual self, your higher self. And to do that, we want to remind you, you are in partnership with us. Now, I want to read the koala, which is number 46. 46 might have, the number 46 might have significance to some of you. All right, let's see what the koala says. And we have, it says, find moments of stillness in the verdant eucalyptus havens of Australia. Koalas exude a spiritual essence, symbolizing tranquility, protection, and gentleness. These creatures, perched peacefully amidst treetops, teach us the power of inner calm and the solace found in nature's lap. I'm going to hold that up for you. Again, this book is just coming apart because I use it so often. And I'm going to hold that up in case you want to do a quick screen grab. The koala. So nature could be a healer for you all. Earth signs, it makes sense, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Getting out in nature right now could be really, really healthy for you. Spending time in nature, looking through books, magazines that show nature, watching videos There's tons of stuff now, 3D videos, 4K videos on nature, scenic situations. That would be really calming and soothing for your soul. And also water aspect of nature, watching ocean and rivers and waterfalls and things that will feed your spirit. And in the sense of the koala, having that tranquility. Having tranquility is really, really important for you at this time, because it's what opens you up for the next stages. It's what allows you to get the answers. Instead of feeling anxious about it, you feel more, you're in that magician energy. You're able to feel like you're really clear, and there's no pressure. Spirit is saying in this reading, there's no pressure right now, or they don't want you to feel pressured to have to get it done in this moment. Because if so, you miss the lesson, and then the pattern repeats itself, or the situation repeats itself. And you don't want that. You want to be able to get the lesson so that you can move on. And the way you do that is to trust the universe and just go with what's coming to you right now, and use nature as a way to help you feel stabilized and safe and secure. Because there's your outcome. You're going to be fine. You're going to have what you need. But there's this, and the way to that, the path to that is to go with the flow. All right, Earth signs? All right, I hope that was great. I hope you got it. Leave me your comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you all really soon. Bye.